The human eye contains 107 million cells. It processes over 36,000 bits of information per hour. It can distinguish over 10 million colors. Your brain contains over 86 billion neurons. Your DNA alone contains over 3.2 billion base pairs. God looked at all this complexity, the beauty, the precision, and he said it was good. Who has measured the waters in the hollow of his hand? In other words, the earth is 70% water, and this God carried it like this, all the water, all the seas, all the Nile, in the hollow of his hand. That was how he measured it. He said, this is enough, and he poured it upon the earth. The Bible says, who has measured heaven with a span? That span you think is ruler, it's his finger. This was how he measured them. The Bible says, who has weighed the mountains in scales and the hills in a balance? That the oceans that cover the earth is like a drop of water in his palms. The galaxies, billions of light years across, he measures them with his fingers. The mountains and the hills as dust particles on his scales. The Bible says, look up into the heavens, who created all the stars. He brings them out like an army, one after another, calling each by its name. Scientists estimate that there are over 100 billion galaxies, each of them containing billions of stars. And this God knows every single one personally. That is the God who sat in eternity and planned your life. The question becomes, what kind of life do you think he was designing? But I know it's not a small life. I know it's not a weak life. I know it's not a mediocre existence. I know! So that when he says, my plans for you are good, don't reduce that word into something casual. The psalmist says, what is man? He was given a glimpse into the magnitude of this creator. He saw him in his majesty. He said, how can a man be this big and yet be this thoughtful of man? What am I? That same God who designed the galaxies with meticulous precision, that God now says, now I've taken you as a project in my mind, and you have to understand that I'm thinking about you. It says, understand that the thoughts I have, they must be excellent thoughts, they must be majestic thoughts, they must be abundant thoughts, flawless thoughts, big thoughts, giant-sized, God-sized thoughts. Even your greatest imagination cannot touch the aim of what God is able to do. Your mind cannot comprehend the magnitude of the God who stretched out the heavens and yet he chose to live inside you. The moment you think you are thinking big, God will now begin to laugh and say, you have not even begun to think. Why then should you limit that God?